Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have Gordon Ramsay, Uncharted Uncharted Showdown. It's a competition show. It literally sets Gordon up against one of his former employees, Paul Ainsworth. The guy, they give a little bit of history about at least in the first episode anyway. He about how they met and how he was hired, and he was like a kid of 18, and of course in Gordon's trademark abusive way, he you get to see old footage from I guess an early version of the Gordon Ramsay show where he's just tearing into him. There's a lot of bleeping in this. It's a National Geographic show on Disney Plus, so you gotta bleep the heck out of this thing because it's Gordon Ramsay. He's not subtle with language. It's, I think he does. He curbs himself enough for this, but yeah, when he's candid with his friends and he's, they're busting on each other. And Paul Ainsworth has since become a known, well-respected chef. I am not an expert in these things, so I'm going to take their word for it. But he's got a name for himself after all these years working under him. So yeah, it's kind of a nice little thing. It's a reunion of sorts where they get to go up against each other, finding ingredients all across the UK, across England, to find something that they can present to a group of people who happen to be, in fact, the people providing the ingredients for their competition. So the first episode is Paul Ainsworth is who he goes up against. The second one, he goes to Wales, but it doesn't say where, who he goes up against. In the third episode, though, he goes all the way to Costa Rica to go up against none other than Matilda, his daughter. So, yeah, it's Gordon versus his daughter in Costa Rica. So, yeah, it's I'm not really like a big foodie Gordon Ramsay type of guy. I can appreciate good food. I just haven't really taken a lot of opportunity to just gorge myself on some of the nicer, more expensive items. So I've been to his fish and chips place in Las Vegas. So yeah, that's about the only thing Gordon Ramsay's recipes have ever given to me. So, but yeah, it's if you're into the cooking shows or competitions and things like that, this is not your ton of people battling in a kitchen or a TV, studio set kind of thing. It is Gordon trying to hold on to his reputation up against younger versions of himself, let's just say, who've learned from him, and no more than, of course, his own daughter Tilly, who she's learned from him. She's obviously had to learn from him. It's his daughter. It'd be weird if she learned from like Paul or somebody. That'd be, yeah. Like, I'm coming back for revenge, Father. I'm taking your title. It'd be the Matilda Ramsay show. And you just hear this woman just swearing at people constantly. I mean, because after he's gone, maybe it'll happen. You never know. It's really dark. I don't know why. But anyway, yeah, if you're into cooking shows and competitions, and it's all sort of a travel adventure kind of thing, because they have to jump into freezing cold water to get seaweed, jumping off of rocks and stuff like that. And there's also like kayaking near these cliffs to get lobsters, to trap lobsters. Yeah, there's all sorts of things to go on. And again, it's all stuff he knows he's going to do, and they just play it off as, oh, hey, Gordon, well, you're not going to just, we're not going to just hand this stuff to you. You're going to come down here and take on this adventure with us. He's like, oh, I don't know about that, guys. And then of course he does it because, gotta bolster that tough guy image. So yeah, it's more entertaining than I thought it would be, because I'm just used to him being grumpy and screaming at people, and that's just not, to me, that's not fun. I don't know. Maybe some people like watching Gordon Ramsay swear at people. I don't know. But in this, he is much more pleasant, congenial, and he gets along. Because there is another Gordon Ramsay Uncharted series, which we've already watched. This is just the Showdown. It's only 3 episodes. Each of them are about 45 minutes long each. And this is from 2022, so it's really new. It's not that old. So yeah, if that's your kind of thing, definitely check it out. But for the most part, it's not really my thing. But hey, yeah, there's only, like I said, there's only 3 episodes in this so far. I don't know if there's more coming. I don't know. I imagine whatever they filmed prior to the pandemic is what they dumped out into this. So, but they just never followed up with more. Maybe, I don't know. You have to watch the National Geographic Channel. Maybe they've got more on there. Let's pick tomorrow's episode.
89.
89. 89. Ugh. Okay, another documentary reality thing. We're going to get into a lot of these, and I've said this before. There's twice as many things categorized. I have everything categorized into 4 things: movies, shorts and specials, series, and documentary reality. So there are twice as many documentary reality things than there are anything else on this list that I haven't seen yet. And this gets updated every quarter. So we lose 90. I watch 90 things over a course of 3 months, 30 days a month, approximately, give or take a day, and depending what quarter it is. And then we reload it with whatever's new. And it just, the documentary stuff doesn't seem to go away as quickly as everything else. And I've even taken out 36 shark-related documentaries for something else that I'm working on later. Because I was just tired of watching a shark documentary every week. It got exhausting. So, this is a little bit weird. I'm feeling I'm going to be watching a hockey game. Nothing against hockey. I grew up with hockey, but this is Disney NHL Big City Greens Classic. Yeah. I think I debated whether I was going to include this or not, because I got rid of also all the sports stuff, because you know what, that's also on ESPN Plus, and there's so many 30 for 30 documentaries, and we watched 1 or 2 30 for 30 documentaries. You got the gist of it. It's sports. And each of them, yeah, are unique, and some of them are really cool. But for the most part, it just didn't feel like Disney. And you could argue that also all this National Geographic stuff isn't really Disney. But it is, because it's educational and it's adventurous. It's sometimes fun. So, yeah, I wouldn't normally say, oh, let me watch Gordon Ramsay's show. This is going to be a little bit unique, so it's going to be interesting to watch. I don't know how long this is, but it's the Disney NHL Big City Greens Classic. I imagine there's going to be cartoons and hockey at the same time. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Disney NHL Big City Greens Classic on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.